Welcome. Let's do an evening practice together. In the evening, the energy work, it's really good to connect to yin energy, to earth energy, as to prepare to sleep. You don't have to go to bed right after this, but it's just a preparation so that when eventually you go to bed and you want to sleep, it's just easy to surrender because you've actually strengthened the yin energy rather than having to lie and toss and turn. And we all know how that looks, getting entangled in all kinds of thinking maybe. So this is something definitely good to do when you want to have a good night's sleep and when you want to prepare your body for just this slower quality. So let's start by some breath work in spinal cord breathing. Okay, so you stand with bent knees, a little bit apart here, bent knees, and then you take your hands up like this and open up your heart, and then you curl in round your back. Spinal cord breathing, inhale, stretch a little bit up, and exhale, come forward like this. There's actually not a lot of stretch. The priority here is to breathe. Inhale and exhale as we move and mobilize the joints, the spine. Inhale, open up, and exhale. Almost have the elbows together, but not quite. So we're definitely not overdoing anything. As an evening practice, it's really important to be soft. So just 2 more times here. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, open up. Bend knees at all times. Let's do it last time. Good. And relax that. Bring it all down. Now still with bent knees here, we're going to start to turn from the hips and the waist like this. So start by doing that. And the arms just naturally knock somewhere on the body. All right? Good. So just slow that down because I want to give you one more detail here before we go completely into knocking on the doors of life. This next exercise, I want you to find your cranium here on the back of your head. If you could just pull a little bit up, and then sink down with the rest of the body. So it's kind of here at the back of your head, and if you feel this, you can feel some, there's a little indentation. It goes in a little bit, and you can feel. You hold on there, and then you sink down. So I don't want you to get caught up in exactly where it is. I'm not even saying exactly where it is. But for me, it just helps to hold the back of the head, somewhere where the hands are. Okay, I can sort of fit in my fingers a little bit there, and then sink down with the rest of the body. Okay, so that kind of length in the neck, in the spine, we want to keep that. So another way to say it is that we're getting pulled up, we're getting hung by the sky, right? So we want to have this position, and now again, bending the knees, now turning from the hips and the waist, and naturally the arms follows, and we can give it a little bit of momentum. So, there's a lot of momentum, but we can activate the hands just a little bit. But mostly the job is done by rotating, and then the knock just happens. So let's see if we can sink into all of that. Lengthening the spine, turning from the hips and the waist, and letting the hands knock across the lower back, across these acupressure points. Good. So let's do just a small little, loose little fist here. So you put the hands together like this, and then you're still rotating from your hip area, but now you have a little bit more of a knock on your lower belly and your back. Keeping the length of the spine. Sink into it. Breathe. And just keeping the energy down here. Good. So now keep rotating, but stop with the knocking. So release with the knocking and just bring your hands out like this into water waves. Notice how this feels in your body. Internally, how does this feel? Maybe you sense some energy, all this wonderful, mysterious also energy around you. You might be able to sense it a little bit, gliding through your fingers from here. Good. And you can begin to slow the movement down, slowing it down, slowing it down, slowing it down, and come into stillness. And let's just stand in low, embracing the tree in the front like this. So you have your bent knees here, and your fingers extend towards each other. It's a little bit out from the body, so it's not completely in like this, but a little bit out. Yeah, and you have this rootedness in your feet, from your feet into the earth. So the evening routine we're doing today is all about strengthening, cultivating this connection to earth energy. So you're going down, and at the same time, you're keeping the length of your spine. So a little pull upward still. Sending deep roots down, down, down. Sorry about that. So this is about containing now the energy as we're doing this. So if at any time you wanted to stand here longer, it's a great thing. It's a great practice to do. It's a challenging one as well. But for now, let's move on a little bit into spreading the feathers. So it's a neck stretch, but at first we're going to float a little bit. So from this position, bring your hands out like this, so palms are open, and then you glide your hips back, scoop forward like this, and come now with the back of your hands to the front and point the fingers downward. And you also tuck the chin in, and again pulling the crown of the head upwards like it's been hung by the heavens. Meaning you're now stretching the lines of your arms. This is stretching the masculine yang energy side of the arms. So stand here for a little bit. Breathe into the stretch, and let's do it again. So inhale, come forward, scooping in. Exhale, stretch. Do it again on your inhale. Exhale, stretch. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, forward, and exhale, pointing the fingers down, tucking the chin in, stretching the lines. Good. And now, keeping this position with the arms, you turn your ear to one shoulder. Doesn't matter which side. So ear to shoulder, and then the chin down to the chest, and then the chin a little bit up. So slowly and gently, you get this stretch of the neck. And still stretching the lines of tension in the arms. So roll the head gently. Breathe in and out through the nose. And if you really wanted to let go of something, you could do it through the mouth. If there's really tension, it can be a release to let go through the mouth. Good. Let's just roll one more time. And then roll all the way to the other side. And chin up and chin downward towards the chest. Breathe. Keep the sensation of being rooted here. And let go as much you can. So it's not about stretching as much as you can, not at all. Just stretch until you feel something, and then that's it. But let go as much as you can. Good. Now roll down to the center. Come up with the head. Good. And relax that. Okay. So we're going to do the other side as well, the yin meridian. So this time you scoop forward, and then now the palm and the inside of your arms are forward. So again, let's start here by tucking the chin in, being pulled from the top of the head, and stretching the lines of the arms by extending the fingertips downward. Let's do it again on the breath. Inhale, exhale, stretch. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, stretch it out. Inhale. Exhale, stretch the fingers down. Let's do one more time. Gliding the hips back and stretching from the fingers. Good. And stay here to do the shoulder, to do the ear towards the shoulder. So you can do it the other side than you did before. Ear to the shoulder. Go down with the chin to the chest and go up. Yeah. So this is a slow practice. And if you have a lot of yang energy, then you may feel this is really slow. Yeah, this is the preparation of yin energy, and often it opposes the outward energy that we've been accustomed to throughout the day. So it's good to just give it a little time. Good, and now roll the chin to the other side, ear to shoulder, chin goes up and down. Slowly, still stretching the arms. And gently breathe. Welcome to let go through the mouth again. Whatever helps you here to slow down and to relax. A couple of more times, you're almost there. I mean, I hope you're really enjoying it. I want you to enjoy it. I just know how it is that sometimes I can be so filled with masculine energy, all of the to-dos, that this seems to be very patient work. Patient but important. Okay, roll down, chin towards the chest, and slowly come up. And let go of that. So shake out the arms. Shake out the arms. Yeah. Good. Now let's shake the whole body actually. So continue with the arms, and you can come up on the heels and tap them down. So a little bit up on the heels, tapping down, letting it all shake. And let's do some big sighs here. Inhale, exhale through the mouth. 2 more times. Good. Slow it down gradually, and take a moment to feel. So come into this position of bent knees. You have something underneath your armpits, just a little bit, and you're doing that thing with the head again, where you tug it in, feeling a little pulled up, and then you're also dropping the tailbone. That's a lot, right? Or just stand in a position where you're rooted. And you are being held by the earth, and you are inspired, if you will, by the heavens. You're breathing, and you're sensing into this internal felt movement inside. Don't have to think about it. Just notice and register it. Good. Okay, let's do just a little bit of flowing movements before it's over and you can go to sleep, right? All right. So bend knees here, and inhale, bring your arms up, and exhale, float them down. That's it. So this is like a flying quality, and you want to have this feeling like something is moving your wrists up. I'm looking at them. Oh, I see them moving, but I'm almost not doing it. So doing without doing. Inhale, coming up. So this is an easy movement to get, and you don't have to watch me. So I invite you to close your eyes, if that's okay. And you do an inhale as you come up, and an exhale as you sink down. And the cue here is to feel held by the earth, to be connected to the earth by the way that your feet are sending out invisible roots down into the earth, and the way that this movement is cultivating and non-doing. Almost as if you are not doing the movement. It's just coming through you. You can experiment with coming a little bit up as the hands go up, and sinking even further down as the hands come down. You can experiment with that in your body. Feeling the energy. And sinking in, leaning in to the deeper layers of you. This is, it sounds like a fancy thing, right? I know, I just thought of it when I said it. I was like, that sounds like, no, I'm just supposed to say that, something. But it's really my experience, and the reason why I love these flowing, relaxed movements that are so counter to what I'm accustomed to with this, which is about tensing up and struggling and performing. So this is taking that out, taking all of that pressure out. And in order for me to take that pressure out, I need to lean into the deeper layers of me. Into the water. Into the water element that don't do much other than being flowed. Okay, let's do one more time. One more time down, and let's do this last one, pulling down the heavens. So take the palms now upward, up, 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 and then pull down the heavens so the palms are down like this. Now continue. Inhale up and exhale down. And what you can imagine here, with your eyes closed if that's okay, is that you're pulling up the earth and then you're connecting to the sky, and all of it comes down in this balanced form into you. So you're really connecting the energies of yin and yang. Just a couple of more times, and if you wanted to, you could experiment with seeing the color purple. It's also really soothing for when you want to cultivate that sleep quality, that ingredients that enables us to sleep, which I think is really all about yin. Let's do one more time. Inhale up and exhale down. Good. Place now the hands on your lower belly and to wave the whippings of the thumbs here, and bring your feet in and draw a few circles here, and we're gonna sit a little bit together. But first just stand and notice how it feels from this position. Breathing into your hands, breathe into your lower belly. Good, and let's find a little moment to sit down. If you have a chair, otherwise just sit on the floor, doesn't matter. And just utilize the energy now cultivated into a meditation. So we won't sit here for long together, but as we do, relax all the muscles. Relax your neck, shoulders out into your arms. The whole chest and the back of the chest. Relaxing the entire back and torso. The lower belly. And into the genitals, out into the hips, down through the legs, into the feet. Your whole body is being filled by this wave of relaxation. And I want to just encourage you and compliment you for doing this practice. because I know that oftentimes there can seem so many mental hurdles before we get here. It's not hard when we arrive here and when we are doing it, but before, the mind can have many excuses. And that's okay. You know, the excuses are there for a reason. So they're protecting something. But you made it to this place. This place to call whole. Yeah, good. So thank you so much for joining me. You can just end by having your hands here on your lower belly, doing the circles again, maybe one way then the other way. Just as a signal to that you want to collect the yin energy that you cultivated today. Well done. Thank you so much for being with me.